And we're live.
Hello, hello.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to an absolutely stunning and beautiful day here in New Mexico. Let's see if that'll angle up just a little. Nah, that's pretty good right there, I think.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Not a cloud in the sky.
Macrina says, woohoo, let's go. Good morning, Macrina.
Our final 400 miles. Let's get her done.
Right.
We weren't gonna stream. We were just gonna drive the last bit here and get it done. But it is so pretty. I think I'd mentioned that in one of the other streams. I don't think a lot of people find it pretty. Look, it's a scrub brush and sand, and it's 110 degrees. I mean, there's a lot of unpleasant things, but with the sun beating off of the vistas and the mesas, and I don't know, we just find a lot of beauty. And since it's such an absolutely beautiful day, we're like, we should stream, because I don't think when we leave to go back to Florida, it will be night. So you're not going to get to see this. And we wanted to show it to you.
Good morning, Jan. She says, good morning, fam. Macrina says, wow, you got through Texas last night. And good morning, Bev. She says, morning.
We stopped literally at the border. I got through the goal of getting through El Paso and all that construction in the middle of the night when there was little to no traffic. And the second we passed the construction, I pulled off the road, which there's a rest area right there. I mean, it's perfect. It's literally, we time it that way. And so we literally pulled into the rest area right at the border of Texas and New Mexico. Slept for 2 hours. We got there at about 5 o'clock this morning, El Paso time. And slept for 2 hours. And, got up, got some fuel for the truck.
Some coffee.
And for Lisa and for me. I got a Cocacino and she's got a coffee. So we're ready to go.
Yeah. Macrina says, good morning, Robert and Lisa. Got coffee, will travel. Hanging with the Howards. Good morning.
What's up?
Yeah, they said, good morning. Where are you headed?
We unfortunately are heading back to work. We got the emergency call on Friday at 11 o'clock, and by Friday at 2:15, we were driving. We had to drive from Central Florida up to Ohio, to the Dayton area. Got up there, picked up some stuff, turned around, drove back to Central Florida, picked up Tall Man Mobile, and then I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
I'm in no hurry. Go on.
Not anymore.
No.
We made our goal last night.
I'm that could be my buddy anyway. I bet if we go back, that's him.
It might be.
Because it was a single tube just like that.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got back from Ohio, the Dayton area, to pick up the RV. Though we did stay in Orlando probably, 18 hours. We slept. We spent the day with Blake, packed up the RV and left at
8:30.
8:15 Sunday night. And we drove until this morning at 5 a.m. That was our very first stop, at least for rest. Slept for 2 hours, and now we're up for the last 400 miles to get into Arizona.
Yep.
So there you go. Free, you are fully up to speed.
Yep.
Or is it
Keith?
Or is it Keith watching?
Yep, not sure which one. Maybe both. But yeah, we were not initially planning on streaming this morning, but the views are so beautiful. The sky is just gorgeous. You can see the mesas and in the distance, and it's just beautiful. decided we needed to stream this morning.
Yeah, I don't think I see skies like this anywhere else.
No, because you've got trees, and I mean, there's no trees here.
Oh no, and if you're out at night,
Yeah.
talking about dark, you've not seen pitch black like out here. I mean, outside of the moon, the light from the moon. Once you get away from the city, any of them, because I mean they're mostly small cities. There are obviously a couple of big cities out here. El Paso's one of them. Las Cruces isn't that big. We're on I-10. Obviously, getting into Arizona, there's Tucson and Phoenix, I think, as the big cities go. But outside of the Scottsdale's,
it's a mountain. It's a upper elevation.
I'm talking about I-10.
Desert, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
It just the stars are amazing because there's no ambient light messing up the view. It's so beautiful, really. We think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, I lived out here for 3 years. Would I want to live out here again? Absolutely not. It just too hot, too much sand, and I really would like to see a tree every once in a while and some grass. But for a visit, we absolutely love it.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool, and you see just how vast everything is. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Maybe we should here. I mean, I wish we had. I wish the 360-degree camera worked, because we have like this. I think, what would this be? 180-degree sort of panoramic view driving, right? Out the windshield, obviously, and the side windows here, and it's just beautiful. I don't know. What do y'all think? Well, obviously not the semis, but
Yeah, exactly.
I think you get what we mean.
Macrina says, Robert, do you know the Florida Turnpike tolls from Orlando to Miami? I'm going to rent a car in the winter and debating on paying $95 for the E-Pass for 9 days to do a drive up and back and other drives.
So, I think $90, you won't burn through $90. From Miami up to Central Florida, it's about $20 one way. So $20 up, $20 back. So there's $40. If you're running around nothing but toll roads, I don't know how you'll spend $50 in a couple of days. So I don't think it's worth the $90 investment, unless you keep it because it doesn't expire, and use it when you go back.
You want to hand me that and I'll show over on this side a little bit?
Yeah, here.
There you go. We'll see if we can get a really good view for you guys over here. It's so pretty. It really is. Jan says, love the scenic drives.
Yeah.
I hope I'm getting the camera. There's a little bit of a delay in here, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm
It looks
showing.
good, Lisa.
Does it look good?
Tilt it up a little bit.
Up?
Yep, perfect. Now you're not getting any of the road, it's just the scenery.
Very nice.
Yep. All right.
Alright, so we'll put that back up. Yeah, it's just so pretty. It really is.
Yeah, we have this quick mount thing on the dashboard, which is really nice. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for touching the camera.
Good morning, Mr. Cruise Fever. He says, good morning, everyone.
31 days to Carnival Horizon.
You may be at 30 now.
Yeah.
Getting close. Getting close. Macrina says, yeah, the price is through the rent-a-car company. Maybe I'll just drive I-95.
Yeah. Or I mean, you can go into one of the rest areas on the turnpike and get a sun pass. Just do it yourself. It's not worth the $90 to the rental company.
No.
They're raping you.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it seems like you go down there a couple times a year at least. And if you're going to be making drives around, I think they make you load it up with like $40 or $50 or something like that. So you preload it, and then when it runs out, it just refreshes, refills. Then you don't have to worry about it.
She said it would be a convenience factor and maybe express lanes.
Yes. And if you're driving up into Central Florida, I don't know what you plan on doing there, but it's kind of hard to get around without using the toll roads. At least in a timely manner.
That's true. It'll save you most often 20 minutes just to take a toll road.
Yeah.
After 3 miles, keep left.
Mr. Cruise Fever says, can't wait to go on Carnival Horizon.
We know your dates, buddy.
It's coming up soon, we know. Macrina says, you can buy a Sun Pass from where? Maybe AAA?
You know what? I don't know. You can ask. But any of the rest areas, they carry them. Just do a little research online. You'll find out in probably 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I think, some of the easy passes, I think, work in multiple states as well. So, if you're driving, it really is convenient. It really is. But yeah, there's several different kinds out there, so I would definitely check and see which ones cover the states that you do the most driving in.
Yeah, for us, we have ePass, and then there's Sun Pass. Now Lisa and I, we actually have what's called we have the ePass. We really need to get the Sun Pass because it's
or the EZ Pass.
Or the EZ Pass
that has the multiple states.
Because it's more widely accepted.
Yeah, that would work better for us.
Instead, we pay by toll, pay by plate.
Yeah, toll by plate,
which is a little more expensive.
We keep saying we're going to do the EZ Pass, and we
All right.
always forget, I guess.
Hang on, everybody. We're going to be quiet. I'm going to turn the computer down here. Lisa, do me a favor. Make sure this doesn't close completely. I'm just going to put my elbow there.
Okay.
We're about to go through an inspection station at the Border Patrol. And
yeah, I'm going to turn my phone upside down as well, so we're not going to see comments. But I am going to read the last couple ones before we get there. Macrina says thanks, and she says my Pennsylvania EZ Pass doesn't work for Florida. And then Mr. Cruise Fever says, I'm glad to see the atrium lobby again after being on Carnival Celebration last year. All right, guys, that's the last comment I'm going to read until we get through the inspection. So I'm going to turn my phone over the other way.
After a quarter of a mile, keep left towards Interstate 10 West.
We're going to take that down, too.
I think that's a good idea. Here we go. All right, so
look at Lisa instead.
Black screen for a little bit, guys.
No, it's not black.
Oh, it's not black?
It's looking at you.
Interstate 10 West.
Oh, is it looking at me?
Yes.
It is looking at me. Okay, never mind. Hi.
Follow the highway.
So, yeah.
After all that prep, it's closed.
It is? Oh.
Well, I've never seen that before.
No, I haven't either.
Okay,
there
we're back up and running.
Yeah. That phone's feeling hot.
It's always hot.
Is it? Okay. Sorry for the lovely view of my forehead, guys. Probably my nose, too.
They must not have staff this morning.
Yeah. That inspection station is always open. Every time we go through here, it's always open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris was asking about extra border patrol. Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
in this area, leading into El Paso, after El Paso, and there, even though that wasn't open, you know, they're sitting there.
You might need to tilt the phone up slightly. We're looking at a lot more concrete than sky.
That's
Thanks.
where it is.
Okay. Good morning, Tom. Tom says toll roads are dishonest. There was a toll road from Denver to Boulder after it was paid off in 3 years. They pulled the booths. The Pennsylvania Turnpike is almost 100 years old. Yeah, you know, I hear that a lot, you know, that they talk about the toll roads and that it's going to be used for construction, but yeah, I think they actually use it for all road construction, not just the toll roads.
Is that better?
I don't know, that's just my thought.
Is the camera better?
I think so. Yeah, that's much better, I think.
Believe it or not, I believe that's what we've seen. It just, we now have the pretty sky, and I think you're wanting to see more sky. But that's, I think, the view that we've had.
Okay. Cool. Sorry for the bumps there, guys. We're just trying to get it adjusted a little bit.
Yeah.
Want you guys to have the great views.
Yeah.
Macrina says, "Oh, I just Googled, and my Pennsylvania EZ Pass does work for Florida, according to Google." That's what I thought. EZ Pass worked. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it works in, like, I don't know, 12 different states or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that's what we keep saying that we're gonna do, and we never do. We gotta get the EZ Pass instead of the E Pass. Well, hopefully that helps you, Macrina. Driving through Texas and talking about how the trees were going to disappear, and all of a sudden you're going to see the scrub brush and the tumbleweeds and things like that, and
Here they are.
Yeah, here they are. The transition, of course, happened overnight.
That's about a tree right there.
That is the biggest trees.
It's just
Well,
a tall bush.
There are some places, you know, where there are orchards. They have some like pistachio farms and I think pecans and things like that. But that's not the normal landscape.
No, those are farms.
Yeah, they are.
You're also going to see when we get into Arizona a vacancy of saguaro cactus.
Oh, that's true.
They've been dying off over the past couple years.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to be able to see as many of those.
We were shocked last year when we drove through.
The year before.
Was it last year?
It was it was the year before because we asked.
Yeah, we were shocked how few there actually were left.
Doug and Julie, we asked them.
Yes.
And they told us because of the weather.
Heat, yeah. Tom says in Japan many of the toll roads are privately owned. Interesting, I didn't realize that. And Macrina says, "Cool, I will just load my express up and bring it to Florida. Thanks, TNC."
Well,
Yes.
isn't Central Florida isn't that privately owned? The toll?
I have no idea. It's Central Florida Toll
Authority?
Authority. Yeah.
I think it's privately owned,
Is it? It might be. I don't know.
which is why the roads are constantly being improved.
Expressway Authority, not toll. Central Florida
Expressway Authority. Yeah, somebody want to look that up? I believe it's privately owned,
It might
but
be.
I could be wrong.
Honestly, I never thought about it. You know, it's a toll road. You go through the toll, you got to pay it, and I never thought one thing about it.
Yeah, look at that view, guys. Isn't that just spectacular? Yeah. I wish there was a zoom out on the camera.
Right? That would be really cool.
But there's not.
No.
Though it gets so hot out here, that's the other reason why we like driving at night. It's less taxing on, the vehicle, your tires, and all that stuff, because it's much cooler in the evening.
That is true.
But I got to the point where I was seeing things last night. I'm like, yeah, we are definitely pulling over as soon as we get through the construction.
Yeah, it's much easier going through the construction zones when you're pulling an RV at night than it is during the day.
Well, that one. In El
Yeah.
Paso.
Because there's fewer people on the road, fewer vehicles, and so that allows more room for the RV and the width of our vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, but in that stretch of construction through El Paso, all of it is 2 lanes, but a good majority of it is between 2 concrete rails, and the white line on the right is touching the concrete rail, and if I have the outside of my left tire, it's rolling over the middle line.
Which in that case would be rolling into the concrete.
No. Well, that's in the middle line.
Yeah.
So, if there's somebody trying to pass me, well, they can't. Or they can try, and it's going to push me into the rail. So, that's why we go through that in the middle of the night. So, I could just ride down the middle, which is what I did. There's a couple of natural breaks. So, I do pull over on those natural breaks, so if anybody wants to pass me, they can. Yeah, I don't. As I was saying, I was to Mama Tallman earlier. There's got to be another way through there, and I just don't know what it is, because I don't think a car could pass a semi driving through those skinny lanes. I talked to my friend who lives there. He's like, yeah, there's a ton of accidents, just a ton of accidents on that stretch.
Mr. Cruise Fever says, if you pay a short excursion trip through Carnival online, is it prepay now?
Yes. Yes, you're buying it before you get to the cruise.
And usually with a discount.
Oh, they're doing their inspections over here.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It said all commercial vehicles had to exit there, and
Yeah, and you can see all
it's
of the
state police.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They must be working a joint action with the Border Patrol.
They must be, but you know that the rest area, there's a lot more place for vehicles to get through. With the way that they had it previously, there was no.
Well, here they were just asking for the commercial vehicles,
Yes,
not
correct.
all vehicles.
Correct. Before it was all vehicles, and it was
Yes,
backed up.
they pretty much. I don't know what they're looking for, but they've always looked in and just waved us through.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're trained to catch in an eye's glance as you're looking in. Of course, I haven't shaved since the Star of the Seas I look like the Unabomber.
Especially with that camo hat on.
I know. Maybe I'm glad they weren't open.
Right, you might be.
Where are you going? What's in the back of the truck?
D-Max says the scenery is amazingly flat.
Yeah. It is flat.
It is, and that's one of the things that I like about it here, because it is flat. There's, the mountains that you're going up, it's like a plateau, so it is very flat, and there's no trees and things that are blocking your scenery, so it's just this
Oh, crap,
huge
there's another one.
expanse of sky, and that's a view that you don't get very often.
No.
So it really is
In other
cool to see.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens if you don't pull over.
Yeah. So they were only asking for the commercial vehicles to pull over.
I'm surprised it's the state troopers and not the border patrol. So, like I said,
Yeah.
they got to be doing some kind of joint.
I would assume so. And there's some on the other side. Oh, that's a. What in the world? That's a.
I don't know, stripped or a fire or both.
Yeah. I thought initially he had pulled somebody over, and then I saw the condition of the vehicle, and I thought, oh my goodness, what happened?
Well, this is, I feel, and I could be wrong, but one of those potential hotspot areas for people crossing, because I mean Mexico's just to our left. It ain't far. I mean, when you go through downtown Orlando or downtown El Paso, when you're on I-10, right next to I-10 is the Rio Grande. Right on the other side of Rio Grande is Mexico.
Oh yeah, you can see Mexico forever.
Yeah, it's all right there. They can chuck a ball over, right? So now, of course, they've got the fence and all that crap, but when there's a will, there's a way. People dig, and all kinds of things happen out here. But this is a hotspot area.
D-Max says 12 more days to a name change. Take that slap on the wrist.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a good thing that you chose D-Mac and not something else. I mean,
Right.
it could have been worse.
I gotta slow down. I got some rest, and now I got a lead foot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can't have that.
Slow down, Robert.
Good morning, Mama Tom Man. She says,
Well,
"Good
look who
morning."
made it.
She says, "Good morning, everyone. The adventure continued."
Fresh out of the donut shop.
I know.
What was the name of the donut place you went?
Yeah, I can't remember. So let us know so we can tell everybody they gotta go try it out.
Well, there are a lot of tires here.
Yeah. Well, my guess is, like you were talking about, if you're driving through the heat of the day,
Oh yeah,
they just get
they
hot.
explode.
Yeah. I imagine
Well,
it does happen frequently.
It's got to be a bad tire. It
Well,
just doesn't.
of course.
Your regular car is driving down the road. That just doesn't typically happen.
Well, of course, but if you've got, something or other going on with the tire, and
Yeah.
you heat it up really good, and yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Good morning, Bev. She says, I really enjoyed looking at the scenery while going over Utah on my last flight to LA.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. Mama Tommy says Duck Donuts.
Go try it,
Duck
y'all.
Donuts. Yeah, if anybody's seen Duck Donuts and tried it out, let us know how you like it. If not, then Mama Tommy says you gotta try it.
Like right there. To me,
Yes.
that's like, it just doesn't get prettier than that kind of a view.
Oh, that's
The sun
beautiful.
is beating off of it. The morning sun. It would have been probably a little bit more pretty about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's just getting the top. It's not getting the full view.
Well, it is getting the fuel view. It's just not zoomed in.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was looking at it earlier, it was a little bit less.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just not zoomed in.
Tom says, name change, Gulf of America. No, we're D-Mac.
Danny Mac.
Danny Mac likes to change his
Screen name to mess around with us.
yes, his screen name. So he makes us think he's somebody else, that we're talking to somebody else. And so the last time he did it, they told him, nope, you can't change your name for 14 days. So we're picking on him because he's now stuck with D-Mac for 12 more days. And he definitely could have made a worse choice. So
Yeah.
Mr. Cruise Fever says, I still call it Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I do too. I mean, that's what I've always called it. Tom says, I decided to call it Tom's Gulf. I like that.
Body of water in which it's fun to swim in.
Yes. Bev said there's beauty everywhere if we care to look.
By the way, there's your pecan trees over to the right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's talking about pecan trees.
Yeah, there's your orchard. Well, of course, you can't see it very well because they put up this scenery. There it is.
Yeah, I don't know if they're getting it or not.
I'm not sure if they're in it either.
Just trust us.
It's there.
It's the tallest trees in New Mexico.
Yeah. It is, without a doubt. The truck on the side says diamond. Isn't that almonds? Those may be almonds. But I know they do several different nuts here.
Caution, dust storms may exist.
Yes, they do.
Can read all the warning signs. Use
Right.
extreme caution.
Karina says, dang, I just returned my rental or I would have gone to Duck Donuts. A couple not far from me. Darn it, now I want a donut. Mama Tom Ann says they're really good. I guess they make them fresh right there while you're
Yeah.
in the store.
Your donut is made fresh for you.
However you want it made, apparently. Jan says, absolutely, Bev, there is beauty everywhere if we care to look. Bev says, paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Yeah, I was starting to see things last night. Like, yeah, it's time to pull over and go to sleep.
You got scared by a bug hitting the windshield.
Yeah, that and some of like the street lights looked like they were dancing.
Time to take a nap.
Yeah, 36 hours, 38 hours, whatever it was of driving. No stops, that was enough. But we only got a 2-hour break, but that's just enough. Everything's clear again.
It is, and you know, when we get where we're going, we'll be able to.
Oh, we're going to bed.
Yeah, we'll be able to get some sleep then. But the main thing was to get to Arizona today, so we've accomplished that.
Well, no,
But
we're
the-
not there yet.
Well, we will accomplish that. But the
Yes.
other goal, of course, was to get through that construction area
Before morning, daylight. Yeah.
And so that was the main goal. So we did that, got clear of the construction, and as soon as we were clear of the construction, we took a couple-hour nap. Tom says, I don't know, I remember going for a dozen donuts for 49 cents a dozen.
Oh, wow,
But some
yeah.
are $2 each now.
Oh yeah. It's donuts have gotten incredibly expensive.
They have.
It wasn't like a dozen Krispy Kremes, like $15, $14.
Yeah.
Something like that?
I think they're $15 now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bev says, oh, that could be deadly. I did enjoy the Krispy Kreme straight off the conveyor belt.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They're no better.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
No. There's, I don't know if you're aware, but Krispy Kreme stores, they have this huge, I don't know, it's what, 2 or 3 feet in diameter neon sign that they by a Krispy Kreme store and it says hot, most of those Krispy Kreme stores will give you a free donut if that light is on.
Is it most or is it all?
I think it's most. I don't think it's all. I think there are a few exceptions, but I think it's most. But yeah, you know, if you've got a Krispy Kreme near you, look it up and see if that's something that they honor. And, you know, if you see that hot light on, go get a free donut.
Yeah, we love Krispy Kremes.
Yep.
Too much.
Mama Tallman says, how about $21 a dozen?
Oh my gosh. For duck donuts?
That's what I'm guessing. She said they were expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, you pay for the experience. Like we were talking the other day. They make it right there and basically to order for you, so.
Yeah, they're not like Krispy Kreme. They've got, you know, what, a dozen options.
Yeah.
And they're made fresh. They're not sitting there for days. They're all usually not more than, you know, 20, 30 minutes old. Dunkin' Donuts is different. They're made
I think they're made and
typically
delivered every
that
few
day,
hours, yeah.
but they're made in a central location and yes, delivered.
Yes.
Dunkin' Donuts aren't made in the stores anymore. I think years and years and years ago they used to, but they haven't done that forever. This place, they're literally, you walk in and say, I want that one right there. And they literally go and cook the donut and put it all together for you. And there's a cost for that. And like Lisa said, you're paying for the experience. And that's what Duck Donuts is. It's not just about the donut, it's about the experience of having a donut your way and them making it fresh and you watching them make it fresh for you. $21 a dozen.
Exactly. Mr. Cruz Fever says when we leave on October 19th, it'll be 6 ships. That includes his ship also.
You talking about out of Miami leaving that day?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
The last time we were in Miami, there were, 8 or 9
Oh, that was
ships.
crazy.
It was jam-packed. I couldn't believe how many ships
Yeah.
were there.
It was nuts.
Bev says that this one I had was a grand opening for the location near Toronto, and it was free. One of the few locations that is still open here in Canada. Oh, I didn't realize they closed a bunch. And Mama Tallman says, these are made to order. You are watching while you are there. It's slow but delicious.
Hey, Rome wasn't made in a day, y'all.
Nope, definitely not.
I wonder if that'll stop that from happening.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
That'll keep the computer on the tray.
Yeah,
Now we just got to keep the tray.
on the
Right.
on the console.
You know, Irene left a comment on one of the streams last night. She's like, well, you put some miles on your truck. Well, yes, but interestingly enough, they're like lump miles. Well, like, we're doing all this driving, and the truck isn't actually going to move for like 6 weeks.
Except to go get groceries, and that's about it.
But then, with very few exceptions, that truck is not going to move for months.
Yeah.
So, we probably, this year, drove this truck distance-wise the least amount that we've ever driven. Previously, I would say, oh my gosh, boy, do we put some miles on. Because we would crisscross the country 3 times every year.
Yeah, we did.
First few years, post-pandemic, oh my gosh. Out to California, back to the East Coast, back to the California area, back to the East Coast, back out to Arizona, back to the East Coast. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy. I really am glad we're not doing that anymore.
Oh,
That was crazy. That was a bit too much.
even you know, I forget where we were before, but
We are frozen.
are we?
We are frozen.
Let me. Yeah, it's just a buffer.
Okay.
We're still running.
Okay. All right. So, if it doesn't come back in a couple of minutes, you guys might need to refresh if you can still hear me.
Yeah, you know, Salem to
There we go.
To-
You're back up.
to Pennsylvania to South Dakota to Ohio, Tennessee.
Parking garage at Safe Cruise Parking out of Miami. Mama Tomian says, of course, I'm sitting there and figuring out how it could be quicker, LOL. Who does two take after? I think it's Tommy. And who does Tommy and take after? I'm gonna do this faster. Tom says buffering. Mama Tommy says you're offline again. Tom says we're back. Mom says okay now. And then she says who does Tommy and take after? Who does Rob take after?
I don't know. Who does he take after?
Oh, you definitely take after her. Macrina said you're good. Thank you, Macrina. I was wondering what you were trying to say.
Look, y'all, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna have some buffering.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I mean, we'll have cell signal the whole way. We may get a buffer or two, so it will come back.
Tom says it's a good road for cruise control.
Yes. And I have cruise control on. Very rarely will I ever do that for with the RV on, but I do it out west because roads are long, straight, generally smooth.
And generally people aren't weaving in and out in front of you and cutting you off. Speed limits remain constant.
Yeah. I don't think the camera will catch it when we get there, but we actually will drive by one of those plane graveyards out here, or plane storage yards, so or all the airlines park the planes that they're not using or don't need anymore, or whatever the use is. It's kind of neat to see all the planes sitting out there, hundreds of them, just sitting out in the desert.
I seem to think the last time we tried, it's very hard to see. You really have to zoom in.
Oh, they're not going to see it.
No,
No,
I don't think they will either.
no, because the camera's facing forward. We need a left-right.
Bev says, okay, gotta start work. Cruise to pay for, LOL. Thanks for hanging out with us some this morning, Bev. Have fun working. Go make the big bucks. She said, drive safe and I'll catch the playback later.
All right. Boom, boom. I wonder how much one of those computer mount stands actually cost. I have to look that up.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since YouTube's getting strict. What is that white thing in the sky over there?
Probably a balloon of some kind,
Yeah, that makes
hovering,
sense.
like a dirigible. Right? Has it been there for a little bit in that same
Yeah,
spot?
it has.
Yeah, a lot of Zeppelins, dirigibles,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Goodyear blimps,
Yep.
whatever you want to call them, blimps.
Yeah.
They do a lot of training out here.
That makes sense.
The temperatures are very good for that out here. All the big hot air balloon festivals are out west.
That's true.
Again, a lot of it's because of the skies, right?
Macrina says, I'm watching while I work. Shh, I didn't say that.
I can't 100% tell, but it's got to be
does have
a blimp.
It has a blimp appearance, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It's just too far off in the distance. I can't really tell, but
Yes.
yeah, that's what I think it is.
I concur.
What kind of temperature we got going on over there?
74.
74, nice. Very nice. There's another one up there.
That's a plane.
Is that a
That's
plane?
moving.
That is moving. It just looks kind of round to me. Bev says Patricia's in a work meeting. She'll try to pop on later. Woohoo! I like that.
My guess is they're hovering over the border.
Yeah, could be. That makes sense. Could be drones. Well, no, they're drones are pretty that big, I don't think. Macrina says, what interstate are you on?
10, I-10.
Still.
Yeah, this is literally one of those trips that we make where I don't actually need GPS. I go the turnpike to 75 to I-10, and I-10 takes me to my final destination. What's this car carrying dude doing? He's been riding over there in that right lane for a little while.
Yeah, see, yeah, he's awfully slow. I think he's trying to stop.
Yeah, there's a bunch of planes around here. There's a dark color one over here too.
Yeah, I don't see another one. Doesn't mean it's not there.
Oh no, he lost a tire.
Oh no.
So,
That's frustrating.
but he still has 17 others.
He does. But still, it's still frustrating.
Oh yeah. I'm amazed at how many semi trucks lose tires like regularly.
You know, I am too. I would think that those things would be checked more frequently than, say, your commercial, your residential. What do you call them?
Or your car.
Yeah, your car tires. But I see all the time semi trucks blowing tires.
Usually we actually see it happen multiple
Yeah.
times a trip. That's the first one we actually saw.
Yeah. Frequently.
Fortunately for him, he's close to an exit, and that's what he's trying to do. Just go slow, get off, and call for the tire people to come put a new tire on.
Very nice. Diesel 315 there in the Maverick. Jan says, group cruise, do we need to purchase parking ahead of time or just when we get there?
So, I know Mr. Cruise Fever talked about off-site parking. Miami is one of those places that Lisa and I don't recommend off-site parking. Outside of the port area, all the parking places in Miami, they are not in good areas. You know, there may be fences and security and stuff. We would never recommend that to anybody. Now, if you want to choose to do that off-site parking, great.
It is less expensive.
Yes, and people would always tell you to make the reservation. As far as parking in the port, no, just show up and park. There's tons of parking. You don't need to make a reservation.
We just personally have never felt comfortable using the off-site parking.
Not in Miami. No. I think we talked about that once before.
Yeah.
Round Hog. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get to see Texas Canyon today.
Ooh, nice. I love Texas Canyon. Texas Canyon is this deposit of rocks that are just incredible. And usually when Robert and I are driving through there, it's usually night.
Yes, we don't.
And I don't get to see it, but I love driving through Texas Canyon during the day. One of these days, I actually want to pull
Stop,
over
stop,
there,
yeah.
stop, and actually get out and explore. But so far we have never had enough time to do that.
I don't think you can explore as much as you want because they have a lot of it fenced off.
Well, still, I want to go see what I can explore.
Oh yeah, I mean, we definitely get out and take some
Take some up close
better
photos.
photos.
Yeah, still shots instead of driving, 60 miles per hour down the road. Macrina says unless you park at the airport in Miami, but yes, at the port is safest.
Yes, 100%.
There's a train off to the right there. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh, the train, not the car, Robert.
Yes,
Can you see it?
I can't see it. I was hoping I'd be able to, but I can't really see it.
You'll see it here just for a couple seconds because we're about to turn into it.
Yeah, I think
Off to the right.
Yes. Yeah, you can see it there.
That's one of the things that you also see making this drive out west on I-10. The trains, they are so long.
They are.
Oh my gosh.
Miles long. I don't know how they get them that long. I really don't. That's crazy.
Just keep on attaching cars.
I guess.
And oh, jeez, engines. This is one of them. It's super long. A lot of these cars right to the right now, those are car carriers. So we'll pull up to a port and get the cars off the ships, drive them into these things, and then transport them across country via train to wherever. It's, I guess, cheaper than putting them on, the car carrying trucks.
Jan says, you did talk about it before, but I have a brain the size of a pea. LOL, she's laughing.
Some more police activity up here.
Jan, I don't think you could possibly forget as many things as I forget these days.
Forget? I can't even remember what I forgot about.
That's why you forgot it.
Actually, it's not police activity. It's just road stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting, though, that they have the red and the blue lights on the road vehicles. Usually those are just yellow, like caution.
Yeah. He's picking up dead tires.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
No, I saw all the rubber in the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah, now there's a great view of the train next to us. That's awesome. Macrina says trains are the most efficient form of travel. I believe that.
Oh, this looks like it's got an engine in the middle of the train. See the little smoke coming off, Lisa?
Oh, I do.
That's how long it is. It's got an engine in the middle of all the cars.
Yeah, we should be getting up close to it, so we might actually be able to make that out as we approach it.
You can always take the camera off and
Oh, that's true.
hold it. It just, when you go directly out the left side, it does look a little funny because we're going so fast.
Gotcha.
It'd be a little bit better at an angle. One of the PTZs would probably do pretty good. Yeah, you should be getting a good view of that engine right there. Speaking of car carriers.
Right.
Oh, I gotta take it off cruise for this guy. Union Pacific.
And it is definitely running.
I just,
Yeah, I feel the wind from the car carrier.
yeah.
And we get some stop and starts going here on the video. Tom says Phoenix has no Amtrak. It's 50 miles south of Maricopa. Yeah, Amtrak doesn't go everywhere.
That is one thing I've never done as an adult in this country, is taking a train somewhere. When I was younger, Mama Tall Man will remember, I took the train into Boston before. When I was much younger. Lisa and I took the speed rail when we were in Europe, in Italy, from Florence to Rome. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's the only train I've been on, was the one in Europe.
The little, like when we were in Japan, the little commuter train thingies, I don't count those.
Those as trains.
No. That's like, a large taxi.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the subway in New York.
Correct. Yeah, it's just, that's all that was the subway.
Yeah.
That was interesting. We've looked at it a couple of times.
Yeah, we have, and we've talked about it.
It's I was shocked at how expensive it was, actually. And maybe that's because, basically what had happened was I saw a video on YouTube with this guy going from Miami. Did he go all the way to Alaska?
He went to Alaska.
All the way to Alaska.
Yeah, via train.
Except
Various trains.
Various different trains. But the last segment was boat. It was a ferry of some kind. Anyway. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I just, it's what happens. I see something kind of neat like that, and then I go do research on it, look into things. And I did. And he had, like, not the top of the line thing, but he had, like one of the, we're reconnected. That was a big buffer, guys. We physically lost connection. So I guess that wasn't just a buffer. We physically lost connection. But we've reconnected. We're here.
Yeah, y'all may need to refresh.
Yeah, there may be a big jump in the video when we made that reconnection.
We lost connection.
But we're back.
But we're back. says we see you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so there's a few comments in here. Let's see. Mama Tom Ann said, I think we took the train when we were in Canada to Olympic Stadium.
That was public transportation, Mom. That was like, like the subway. We're talking about going from, Miami to New York on the train.
Tom said, I went all over Europe on train, did commuting on Tokyo area, and commute in Tokyo area. I'm sorry, you guys, my mouth is not working.
Yeah, in Europe and in some of the Asian countries, yeah, that's the only way to get around.
It is. Yeah. Tom said, did Copper Canyon in Mexico train? I guess that's what that is. Copper Canyon. And then he said, we see you. Of course, I said we lost the connection, but we're back. Jan gave us a thumbs up.
There's one thing that we found different about this trip this time. We saw more deer
Oh my
all the way
gosh.
around
You're not kidding.
than we have seen on
Probably in all of our trips
combined.
this year.
No, all of them ever.
Yeah.
Period.
I have never seen so many deer on the side of the road. They were everywhere this trip.
Everywhere. We've seen well over 100 deer. Fortunately, they were all off the road.
Yeah. I have never seen so many deer.
And many times, some decent-sized groups of 4 and 5 and 6.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like, oh, there's one. And if you get lucky, oh, there's 2. Look at that. This is like, whoa, there's like 6 of them.
Funny thing was, one of them was standing right next to the deer crossing sign, like he was posing for a picture with this.
With the sign.
It was funny.
It really was. I wonder what that is out there.
I don't know what that is.
I have a feeling it's a jail.
Do you think? I suppose it could be.
I don't know why. Maybe not. No, I don't think it's a jail.
It could be from some kind of farming something.
Yeah. Because I see a couple of white tanks there to the right.
Yeah, that looks like fuel tanks to me, like propane. To me, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
And then off to the left over here, there's.
Well, it's a
what is
truck
that?
stop.
Is that a truck stop? Okay, never mind. What that is?
Yeah, no, it's some kind of plant. Small plant, but as plants go.
Yeah.
If the mile markers are still going down, we only have 68 more miles in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Everything's going to seem quick now compared to Texas.
True. And Tucson is 202 miles. There's some interesting things going on over there to the right that I haven't seen or don't remember seeing before.
The big
The big
Dirt piles.
Yeah.
Red dirt.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's a Texas thing, red dirt country.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Every time I hear about red dirt, I think of the Georgia clay.
Yeah, I'm not sure the red dirt, I think it's dirt. I don't think it's clay, like in Georgia.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it is either. But when I hear red
Yeah.
and dirt, that's all I think of is Georgia clay. I don't think of anywhere else.
And it's hard as concrete. Oh my gosh. Well, that's what I dealt with when I was doing that event in Midland, Texas,
Uh-huh.
when the tents all blew away, but mine didn't,
Yeah.
because I went through the pain and turmoil of driving all those stakes into the dirt. That took a while.
Oh, I imagine it did.
But I still had a tent when nobody else did.
Right.
You know, one of the things I found interesting last night and even to today, there's not a lot of people doing 80, even though that's the speed limit.
Is that the speed limit here too? I haven't even paid attention.
You know what? I haven't paid attention either. But even if
Not
it's
that it matters. You're not going to go more than 60 while we're pulling
No.
the RV.
but even if it's 75, it's got to be pretty fast.
Yeah.
That wasn't doing it.
No.
That's what made me think. I'm like, it didn't go blowing by us.
No.
The mile markers are going down. Yeah, so 65.
Yeah, 65 miles until we're in
Arizona.
In Arizona. Nice.
Here comes another train coming at us,
Yeah, I see.
right side.
I see it.
It's got 3 engines on the front.
Oh,
That's a heavy sucker. All double-decker
Double-decker.
containers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a heavy one, without a doubt.
Do you remember what the guy called the back car now? Remember they no longer call them cabooses?
No, I don't remember.
We met a guy earlier this year who was an engineer for one of the train lines. He was giving us a bit of an education.
Yeah.
Not that I can remember much of it.
Oh, he had some stories. That
Oh,
were
yeah.
hilarious.
I
Tom
remember.
says, but that's past tense. You lost me there, Tom. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
What subject we were talking about?
Yeah. But that's past tense.
So we started talking about the cactus, the saguaros. You only see them in Arizona. Mostly only see them. And we talked to some people who knew about them, and because we noticed they were all dying off. And they like to be at a certain elevation, and they like the heat. But how they survive and how they thrive is in the evening when the temperatures are cooler, the pores on the cactus open up and suck up whatever little moisture there is. And we know we're in the desert, there's not a lot of moisture, but there's always some. Well, what's been happening in Arizona the last few years is it's been extraordinarily hot. And so the temperatures at night have not been cooling down enough for the pores on the cactus to open up to get moisture, to get food. And so they're dying. The saguaro cactus, those are the quintessential cactus you see in pictures that are like the big fork, green.
A lot of times in cartoons, you'll see, the tall cactus with a picture with the cowboy hat and two arms.
Yeah.
Those are the saguaro cactuses. I was shocked to see how few were left the last time we went through Arizona.
Yeah. It was a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're seeing here now, if you're catching it, I think it is a cactus, but it's a different kind.
Yeah. I remember when we went through, the last time we went through Arizona, we were looking at some of the mountainsides and we were like, wait a minute, it must have been a different mountainside that we were thinking of because it was covered with the cactus and there's no cactus here.
Yeah, where are they all?
Yeah.
They're literally,
They were all gone.
yeah, dying.
Mama Tallman says, yes, we're getting close to our 45 days before onboarding next week.
Right? You're talking about the cruise, I think it's 30 days, Mama Tallman. Or is it 16? I don't know. There's one lonely cow out there. Oh no, there's several of them.
Several.
Yeah. It was just one by itself. That's the only one I saw to begin with.
You saw him first.
Yeah. What I also like about these kind of stretches, it allows me to take some of it in.
That's true. When we're driving through the cities, you're not watching a whole heck of a lot other than the road and the traffic.
Yeah.
Here comes another train.
Wow, this one's got 4 engines.
Wow. It does. I only see smoke coming out of one of them currently.
Wow, that is long. That's why they got 4.
Yeah.
Crazy long. They already have some empty cars.
Yeah, they've been making some good stops, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, man. By the way, since we got some rest and the time we're going to be getting there, let's just go with the full outside setup.
Go ahead and set up.
Yeah. As long as we
As long as we
are convinced we're in the right spot.
Right.
But it being daytime, we can get the confirmation. But
Yeah, we'll be more comfortable if we get it all taken care of first.
yeah,
And have to basically twice.
correct. find a speed limit sign after this on ramp.
Right.
Been forgetting to look.
Yeah, me too.
Sees one. Looks like
See it. I can't tell what it says though.
it's 75.
Is it 75?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Speed limit 75.
I can't read my phone if it's in front of my face, but I can read that sign a half a mile away. Still says it's 74. It's gonna be broken. It can't possibly still be just 74 degrees outside. Maybe. I don't know. It does feel cool.
I have a feeling that temperature's going to rise pretty quickly though once the sun gets high up in the sky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. I would have thought it would have started heating up already. Mama Tallman says I read 45, but I may be wrong.
You're talking about that speed limit sign. It was 75.
I think she's talking about 45 days before we got recording.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's right, because she had talked about 45.
Yeah. But I may be wrong.
No, you're right. So one of the things you missed yesterday, Mama Tall Man, that we didn't talk about this morning because we were just trying to get on the road, was yesterday. I don't know if you saw the news or not, but John Heald put out a message that they're backtracking a little bit on their new loyalty program, and the Diamonds are going to keep their status for life, but nobody else is. So if you get to Diamond status for May 31st next year, you will be a Diamond status passenger for Carnival for life. So after we watched the video, or listened to, I listened, Lisa was watching it, of John saying all that, we're like, okay, let's go look up some cruises. We need 68 points to get to Diamond, which is 7 10-day cruises. I'm sorry, 10 7-day cruises. And we figured it out, found the least expensive Carnival cruises, did the math, and to get to Diamond, it costs like $15,000.
Yeah, Alex posted the link to John Heald's video on our Facebook page. If you want to see that, it's on our Facebook page. Thank you, Alex.
This train over here is parked, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
It's on the secondary track.
That one's about a mile long.
It's crazy. Yeah, the most intriguing story is that the engineer we got to meet, the train engineer, conductor, whatever. I know they're two different people, but I forget if it was the engineer or the conductor. But anyway, the most interesting stories and sad is how many people he's run over.
Yeah, people literally,
Jump in front of him.
yeah, lay on the tracks right in front of him. I remember him saying the one that he remembers most vividly was an elderly couple. They stood in front of the train, and he says, as I'm about to hit them, the old gentleman waved at me.
Yeah.
In a train, you can't just stop on a dime. There's nothing you can do. You just watch it happen.
Was his number 74 or 94? It ended in 4.
I don't remember.
I think it was 74.
Macrina says the diamond benefits divided out with that $15,000 investment. I'll end up just saying faster to paying. I think it's faster to the fund and doing my own laundry for a week. Yeah.
Well, so that's the thing. I want to get I want to read what all the new benefits are going to be and all these things. And to your point, that might be cheaper.
It might be. And for us, the big thing, for Robert and I, the big thing for us is to be able to get on the ship early and to drop our bags in our room and then go video the stateroom so we have that for you guys.
Well,
And
if you're paying for the faster the fun, you still get to do that.
yeah, so that is our big thing.
Probably shouldn't be flying that flag.
Tom says seemed a lot quicker on air miles to get free tickets.
Well, we also don't have a Carnival credit card. And if I remember correctly from when they first started talking about it, the program is going to be a twofold program. There's going to be points or stars or whatever it is that you accrue using the Carnival credit card. Those points can be used towards upgrades, gratuities, onboard credits, whatever you want to use it for. The other set of points / or stars is what gets your loyalty status. And they're two separate things. And so we don't have, nor intend to, get a Carnival credit card. So that half of the program really has no benefit for us.
Jan says Diamond won't be for us. We would have to take 5 or 7-day cruises before then. And Mama Tallman says, yeah, I saw that. Doesn't do anything for me.
So you're, Jan, you guys are about as close as Macrina. Macrina's 50 points away, which is 5. Well, those are 5 10-day cruises. So
They're closer.
yeah, you're a little bit closer. So 5 7-day cruises, and you would have that status. So, I'm sure there's a segment of people out there that are about the status. Well, I'm a diamond and blah, 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 blah. We don't, Lisa and I, we don't care about that crap. We're not status people. It's, so like she said, our main thing, being able to get on the ship early and free laundry. Those are really the only two benefits that we ever get out of anything. And so I've never looked at what Diamond gets you because we're not close yet. and is it worth it? So we'll determine and then figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah, I've actually had people look at the color of my card and comment on it and ask, is it, diamond or whatever? And I was like, no, it's platinum. And I got that, ooh, oh. I'm like, you asked.
Yeah.
I'm just answering your question. I could care less. D-Mac says, J-Mac, get back to work.
No fighting, you two.
See, D-Mac, if you weren't watching, then you would know that J-Mac was watching. Just saying.
And that the pot calling the kettle black.
Tom says in Japan, if you kill yourself jumping in front of a train, your family is liable for the money, and the delay, and cleanup costs.
Wow.
Japan is such a different culture than ours.
Yes. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, love Japan.
Love.
G-Mac says, J-Mac, get back to work. Rules don't apply to me. Of course, J-Mac is giving him the laughy face. Oh, too funny.
Yeah, I'd like to go there and spend a couple months.
I would too. I really would.
Buy like the month train pass or whatever, right? So we can go anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Get a little more familiar with how the systems work. And then just have fun.
Right. Yeah, we were lucky enough to be able to go over there this year, but we were unfortunate enough that we did not have a lot of time in Japan. I certainly enjoyed what time we did have, but
Pre-cruise time, yeah.
Pre-cruise, but both of us had said, yeah, we really did wish that we had more time in Japan. Pre-cruise.
Well, like anything else, to stay there for a lengthier period of time, though you're still a tourist, you're not really a tourist, right? You're not going to be drugged to those 5 important places in the 2 days that you're there.
Right.
You're going to get out to places like this.
Yes.
And
experience
the countryside and the culture, yeah.
Yes.
I want to go watch one of the artisans make a samurai sword.
Ooh, yeah, that would be awesome. I don't know if they let you do that, because that is a time-honored tradition. I mean, I've seen videos and stuff on it, so I know that they have allowed people in, but I don't know if it's you have to have
A spectator sport.
permissions. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think you have to have special permissions to be able to do that.
I don't know.
But yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, I just don't think it's a thing because it's not a one-day process.
No, it's not.
So if you're going to go and see, you're probably not going to see much the one day that you're there. You have to commit
Spend the months.
or whatever,
however long it
some
takes.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, just forging the steel takes days.
Yes.
I'd like to be part of, not just watch, of building a traditional Japanese house. It's all mortise and tenon. Very few, if any, mechanical fasteners are used.
That would be awesome too.
flooring is, I forget the name. The word that comes to my
The straw mats.
yeah, Tagami or
Yeah,
something like
I
that.
can't remember what it's called either. But there's a whole process to making those as well.
Yes.
Tom says I taught English over there for 8 years.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that must have been a blast.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you are fluent in Japanese. So what were some of the words we learned? Gohan to misu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, kudasai.
kudasai.
We learned very little there.
We started the learning process way too late.
We did. And we were going to use Duolingo, but it takes you through the whole process of learning the symbols as well as the pronunciation and speaking and everything. And it just wasn't like a crash course that we needed.
Yeah.
It was a very, very thorough course, and I think in the long run that would be amazing to take that. But yeah, we didn't learn enough in the time frame that we had.
Yeah, we really was looking for a crash course.
Yeah, and that was not a crash course.
I liked how it worked.
I did too. I really did. When we were over in Japan, though, we did have a great tour guide, and he took us to some of the local places, a lot of the local places where, there just weren't tourists. One of them it was kind of like a food court in a local community, and it was at the base of Mount Fuji. And what was really cool was they had water flowing up in a fountain that came from Mount Fuji, and so we were able to just
You dip your cup in
dip
it.
your cup in it and drink the water right there from Mount Fuji. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Tom said the school didn't want him to learn Japanese. Interesting.
Yeah, it would probably be a crutch
Yeah, maybe so.
because he's there to teach the students English
Yeah,
and speak to them in English.
that's true.
I still would have learned a little bit,
Yeah.
just because.
If you're going to spend, 8 years over there, sure, you're going to be teaching the students, and you're going to be speaking the English, but, you got to do your laundry, you got to do your shopping, and I would think that, you
Being able to speak a little bit, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't want you to learn any.
Yeah.
But I understand, it makes sense.
It does. It does make sense, and that's something I wouldn't have thought about, but yeah, it does make sense.
I don't think the camera is detailed enough for you to catch it, but there's a pretty substantial solar farm over to the left.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to pick it up. I don't
Like I
know,
said, not in
maybe.
enough detail.
Yeah, it probably looks just like a dark area,
Yeah,
but that's all solar panels.
that's pretty big. Each of the arrays is pretty big. And not that I don't mind wind farms, but in a place like this, it would ruin the views.
Yeah, I agree.
I would-
This is a special view. It really is.
would think there'd be plenty of wind. Staying on I-10, getting out towards the farthest side of Arizona, going into California, there are some substantial wind farms.
Sure how far Texas Canyon is once you get into Arizona, but I hope you guys are around to see that. I just love Texas Canyon. Phil was talking about all of the dead tumbleweeds caught in the, the fences. There's a whole pile of them over here. Oh, Tom, now you're showing off. Let's see.
Uh-oh, he did learn some, didn't he?
He learned some for sure, and these are words that I did not learn. Oh, my goodness. Mijango de kakeru tokiwa wasu resuni. Japanese, don't leave home without it. Japanese. Nice, yeah, you're showing off now. Me and my little Gohan Tomisu.
Yeah,
sushi.
we know how to get water and say thank you.
Yeah.
Kudasai. Hi.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Well, we did eat good though.
Oh,
Oof.
we did, yeah.
Back up to speed. Yeah, our guide Terry, he actually spoke pretty good English.
Yeah, he did.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Yeah.
I know he's part of our Facebook group.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't know if he watches our videos or not,
I don't know.
but he is part of our Facebook group. Yeah, so if you guys are ever,
Planning a trip to Japan.
yep, in the Mount Fuji area, he is part of our Facebook group, so reach out to him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We thoroughly enjoyed our time there.
Same thing if you're ever going to Athens, you got to go see Fotis.
Yep.
He'll change your life when it comes to your experience in Arizona, in Athens.
Without a doubt.
Getting back to that word, experience. That's the one reason why I generally just don't like cruise ship excursions. I just feel like one of the cattle. And don't really feel a personal connection to the experience. There's some exceptions, but generally speaking. Well, in Japan, we took the cruise line excursion in the one place.
We did.
And I wasn't the least bit excited about what we did that day.
No, we really didn't learn anything. There were so many people around that it was really hard to hear. It was really hard to see.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you have someone like Terry or
Now, they're not, either of them, the guide in a sense that, like Terry, he's not going to take you into the Mount Fuji museum and narrate your way through there. He's not going to do that.
Correct. And same thing with photos.
Same, exactly.
But just in conversation, you learn. I felt like I learned more about what was going on and what everything was all about, just from the conversation we had with them prior to getting to the location that we went to visit.
Oh, 100%.
And then you have this knowledge when you go in that you appreciate, rather than just standing around and trying to see and hear what everybody's talking about.
You're like, look for this, and this is why.
Yeah.
And we started here, and then we moved to here, and all the background information is given to you. And since you're not one of 60 people, you can hear it.
Yeah. And then when you actually get there, then you can appreciate it and take your time and enjoy it. Yeah, I highly recommend Terry Photos.
If you want to look into something like that in other places, and by the way, again, we have no skin in the game, guys. We just pass this information off to you as just a common courtesy of tips and tricks to have a better experience.
Yes.
You can go to a website. It's called Tours by Locals. Tours by Locals. Type in where you're going, and you can find a certified, licensed local that you can hire, contract, whatever you want to call it, for an excursion. Now, a lot of times they'll have like a menu, right? Well, you're coming in town on a cruise ship. We have time to do 3 things. Here's a menu of 10 things to choose from. What 3 would you like to do? That's kind of what Terry sort of did. He's like, here's, in the time frame that we have, we can get to 3 things, but you choose the 3 you want to do. We'll customize the experience for how you want to have your experience. But yeah, Tours by Locals. And generally, not always, but generally, it is not more expensive than a cruise ship excursion.
Exactly.
Now, if you're traveling with a group, and I don't mean a large group, but mom and dad and the 2 kids, right? You go on a cruise ship excursion, mom, let's just talk about an average one. Mom and dad are going to pay $1.25 or $1.50, and the kids are going to be $100 and $125. So you're $500 into that excursion. Well, most of the ones that we saw on Tours by Local, at least for Japan, it was up to 4 people and a dollar amount. You don't pay by person, it's a set dollar fee. So, in our case, because of what we wanted to do, our excursion with Terry did cost a little bit more than if we had booked a cruise line shore excursion. But our experience was so much better. To me, it was worth every penny.
Oh, without a doubt.
The biggest thing was transportation. That's where the extra cost came. His price for the excursion, just for the 2 of us, was the same if we had booked it, the 2 of us, through the cruise line, or even through a typical local tour provider. Well, no, that would have been a little less. Not in that case, but local tour providers typically a little less. Anyway, in Asia, most of getting around is public transportation.
Yes.
So, moving around, you got to go pay for the the subway, if you will, whatever. You're not being moved around by bus or by car. Well, the things that we wanted to do, and in the time frame that we had, public transportation wasn't going to be an option. But look at all the water, standing water.
I see that. I've never seen standing water here.
We saw some standing water last year.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yes,
that.
because we had the same comments. Oh, Mom, sorry, everybody. Oh, we had the same comments last year, standing water. Anyway, so where we wanted to go in our time allotted in port that day, public transportation wasn't going to be an option because of the time it was going to take to get to all the locations we wanted to go to. So we, and to be swift about it, we chartered a driver in a car, basically a taxi. We had a personal taxi for the entire time.
We did.
And so when we were done, the car was ready. Let's go. And he became part of the experience.
Tom says I could have taken over the payments of my condo in Tokyo, and when I left 8 years later, made $2 million. But I didn't think I was going to stay that long.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Hindsight being 2020. Woo.
Now, Fotis, on the other hand, being in Greece, in Athens, different place, different culture. They have the cars.
Yes.
So, and you can't. There isn't a strong enough public infrastructure, transportation. So, the car is part of the cost. It's included, if you will. So, anyway, just check it out. Tours by locals. And if you ever do go somewhere on a cruise or whatever, and use that service, please let us know how your experience was.
Absolutely.
Because ours was fantastic.
Yeah. D-Mac says standing water in the same place 2 years running equals a lake.
See a problem here?
I do see a problem here.
Y'all seeing a problem?
They might not be seeing it yet. They should be seeing it shortly. But yes, that would be a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem, all right.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened there.
Did you hear Danny's comment?
No, go ahead.
Standing water in the same place 2 years late, 2 years running equals a lake.
Yeah, right? Well, I guess we could use the word confusing. We're in the desert,
Yeah.
but the ground here is so hard. They could have just had a rain shower last night, a heavy rain shower.
They very well
and that
could
was just
have.
left over because
Yes, and I do remember seeing some rain cells one time when I had looked at the radar. So that very well could be it. And in the desert, the ground is just so dry it doesn't absorb the water, that it's lost that capability. Which is why
speaking
you
of windmill.
get flash floods. Oh yeah, there's a nice windmill.
Yeah, that's why there's flash floods if there's a quarter of an inch of rain.
Yeah,
The-
because the ground just can't absorb it.
No, you think it would because it's just dirt, it's dry, but it's literally it's like concrete,
Tom says Evil Knievel's test bridge.
right? In like Florida with our sandy soil, oh, we get some really nasty rains, and yeah, there'll be some standing water, but it'll be gone in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
In most cases, not all. Not all. We have when we get pretty heavy rains, we have an area of our property that will gather a little bit of water. And
It's a low spot.
yeah, we have a name for it, but we won't go over that now. It actually,
And generally, it's gone within a day.
yeah, oh yeah, it'll be a little muddy
Yeah,
on day 2.
It can get like shin high, but it's gone in a day.
Yeah. The story of how it never used to be that way. It's kind of a funny story. So, our property, we bought it from the original owner, and we believe from after the fact that property was self-developed. And because it was self-developed, we're assuming some things fell through the cracks.
Yes.
One of those
Many
things,
things
yeah.
with cracks.
One of those things was proper grading of the property. And our property didn't have any proper grading. Anyway, the property next to us was getting developed and a house was going to be built. And we sort of just became friends with the people operating the heavy equipment. It's what we do. We're just friendly people, y'all. Which, you know, I'm sure y'all have figured that out by now, but if you haven't, you surely will once you get to the group cruise, the event cruise, excuse me. Anyway, he asked if we'd like him to help with some of that drainage issues and create some pitch. We said, oh my God, that would be great. And he took out a tree at the same time that was in our driveway, literally right in the middle of the driveway.
He did.
You'd have to go around the tree every day. It was the craziest place for a tree. I don't know who does that crap, but unfortunately, in the end, what he actually did was make it worse.
Yes.
He didn't grade it so it would drain. He graded it so it would hold more water.
Yeah, he did. We're about 19 miles, I think, now from Arizona.
Wow, I can't believe we're going faster than this guy.
True.
Where the wind is hitting us in a different direction now.
I feel it.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to slow down a little bit and draft.
Okay.
Because he's like right at the edge of the speed we were doing.
And we are going up a hill.
Yes.
So once we get over the top, you know, he's going to pick up speed. Unless that little guy wanted to go around us. Little guy. The car.
Right?
Little guy.
The four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good call, Lisa.
Yeah, I think so too. You want to hand me that, look at the scenery over here, you guys.
I love seeing, and again, I'm not sure if the camera's seeing it well enough, so I'll try to explain it. But the mountains off in the distance, all the dark areas, those are actually shadows from the clouds.
Yes.
So if we weren't driving and we could park for an hour and I would run a time-lapse camera, that would create an amazing video. Look a little more to the front to catch what I was talking about. Yeah, they're so far off in the distance, Lisa. And we have no way to zoom in.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they can see
The shadows.
the shadows.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, here, let's put that back. I tried.
No, that didn't work. Sorry, everybody. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, beautiful.
79 degrees.
Oh, it's starting to heat up. Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
park.
And it's supposed to be 100 there today? 100 something?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But it's a dry heat.
It is.
All a dry heat does is make you forget that you're sweating and you don't drink enough.
Yeah, that is true. You definitely have to make sure you drink a lot more because it just sneaks up on you.
You know, in Florida, it's so humid. When you're outside, if you're doing anything, you sweat. And the brain says to you, oh my gosh, I need a drink. Because you're sweating and you're hot. Well, out in the desert, you're still sweating just as much as you did in Florida. But it evaporates instantly. So you don't feel the sweat. And so the brain doesn't say, get a drink. So you have to remind yourself that. You dehydrate pretty quick.
Yep.
Speaking of bucket list stuff, put this on the list. I've never gone to the Salt Flats.
Oh, okay. Salt Flat sounds amazing. Well, hello, Tuesday. She says, hi all. I'm peeking in while on break. Where are you now?
We are in New Mexico for just a couple more miles. We
About 15 miles, I think.
we got through Texas last night through our goal. You know, the goal we wanted to do was get through El Paso. We literally pulled in the rest area, which was right on the border. Slept for a couple hours, which I desperately needed, and then got up at 7. We got there at 5, so we took a couple hours rest till 7 o'clock this morning. Continued the drive. Started live pretty close to the beginning of the drive, and we're already almost through New Mexico into Arizona, which is our final state destination.
That is mile marker 15 right there. So in 15 miles, we will be in Arizona.
But we still have a few hundred miles to drive. I'm trying to figure out, I've been staring what this different color in the on the ground is. Are those more solar panels?
I feel like it is. I seem to remember seeing them once before, so I think it is. Maybe we can tell when we get a little closer.
But usually they're black
Yeah.
or dark colored.
Yeah. Macrina says in the desert you can't remember your name because there ain't no one for to give you a name. La la. La la.
Actually, Lisa, that was just an optical illusion.
Is it an optical?
It was a mirage.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing there. So maybe the 2 hours sleep wasn't enough.
I'm thinking this is the mirage. I'm thinking we're not seeing it and that's the mirage. Oh, but look, there's still standing water, so maybe that's
Yeah.
what we're seeing is the standing water reflecting off of the sun and the sky.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you remember when I first took you out here, drove into El Paso the first time, I've been painting the picture for you of how dusty and desert and no grass, this, that, whatever it was. Yeah, when we got there, it was all green.
It was green. That was funny.
They'd had like, you know, a couple years of like record rains in El Paso and everything got green. Like, it wasn't like this. It's just dirt and sand and hot.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of standing water here, so that's exactly
I'm
what
sure
we're seeing.
y'all are catching that in the... Yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing. Wow. Are y'all seeing it? And it's the same way on the other side of the track. Look,
I think you could see it previously.
we're in the desert.
Yeah, that is
This-
standing water. That's unusual.
You don't ever see that out here.
Yeah.
Man, if that's the thing now, they should turn it into a rice paddy.
Yeah.
Crazy. What's up with the standing water?
I don't know.
I mean,
It's a beautiful effect, though. Oh my goodness. Everything just looks kind of blue.
Yeah.
You see the reflection of the sky and the sunlight shining. It's just gorgeous. It really is.
Wow.
This is like an unbelievable watercolor. Wow.
So now we're gonna find out what's up with the standing water.
Right.
That's more than a rain shower.
It is, isn't it? That's a lot of water.
Well,
Yeah, Macrina says that's a lot of water. Jan says, you tripping?
yeah, it could be.
Maybe.
I was seeing things last night,
Yeah.
not from anything I took, but from what I didn't take, which was sleep.
But see, here's the thing. We're not tripping because you guys are seeing it too. Wow. That is just the coolest effect. The wow is beautiful.
You'll have to ask Uncle Google what's up with the standing water off of I-10 and mile marker 10 in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Or just, we could say, near the border, in New Mexico, near the border of Arizona.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What a strange phenomenon.
It is, isn't it? Wow.
So it looks like they're doing something over with this one.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like little mounds. Maybe they are doing rice paddies over there. I don't know. We've been through this area several times, and I've never seen it look like this, guys.
I was stationed out here in the in the late 80s. 3 years. We'd be lucky to see 3 drops of rain all year.
Right?
Never mind standing water somewhere.
Right? I love the effect, though. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Macrina says it's a moat to keep out intruders, Lake of America.
Right. Yeah, we're actually pretty far away from the border now.
Yeah, we are.
It would be a hike to get here, let me tell you. Now, there used to be some water here, you can see, but it's gone.
Yeah, you can definitely see where it's dried
Well, there's a
up.
little bit of still there. So really, I wonder if it's just from a set of rains, whenever those rains were, and the ground being so hard, it just,
It doesn't soak up.
you should think it would evaporate.
True.
Oh yeah. I need answers.
But it's not like it's been there forever because you don't see the green grass. It's still,
That's true. That's true.
It's still all dust, so it has to be a recent rainstorm. I mean,
That's
like I said, I did see the radar. It looked like it was raining over in this area, so I mean, that's got to be it. And it just hasn't soaked up.
Do you think our Buc-ee's is still good from the trip back from Ohio? So that'd be Saturday.
That would have been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yep.
So we can have that when we get there.
Yes. Macrina says if they needed a Mexican
Extremely heavy rains?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I definitely still need to you guys. The Need Mexico.
The New Mexico
New
DOT.
Mexico extremely heavy rain. Thank you.
Spit it out, woman.
Thank you for putting up with my mispronunciations and my tongue twisters and for the information. Thank
Oh, are you kidding me? They're part of the Tall Man Clan. They're used to that from me. They're well trained by now.
So, Katrina, if you're near a computer, which it sounds like you are, you want to look up and see how far the Texas Canyon is on I-10. I really want you guys to see Texas Canyon if you haven't seen it before. Oh, come on, buddy. It would have been so much easier if you just would have stepped on the gas.
No, he actually, that was a tight corner.
It was?
Yeah, there was no speed.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I apologize. I take it back.
Yeah, there was nothing he could do.
Okay, I take it back.
Remember, we're not in Texas anymore.
Oh, okay.
Texas on-ramps are long, typically, because of the access roads. And so 99.9% of the people, once they get to the interstate, they're already at interstate speeds. So merging it's just seamless. In most other states, it's just a regular on-ramp. And you have to think about it to really hit the gas to make that acceleration to get up to speed. But so many people just don't. And all of a sudden they're at the interstate and they're doing 40.
Or they literally stop right in front
Yeah.
of you. And at that point, we've got no place else to go. Karina says, we got your craziness and you get your typos. Now on the group cruise, we have no typos. That's right.
Nope. Live and in Technicolor.
No typos at the event.
Well, for them.
And she said, what do you need, Lisa? Canyon from where? It's called Texas Canyon.
Yeah, what mile marker
What mile marker is Texas Canyon
in Arizona?
in Arizona? DMAX says, I know someone that merges on the interstate at 40 miles per hour.
Stop incriminating yourself, Danny.
I know.
It is
I-
unbecoming.
Yeah.
We're sending you to driving school.
Mama Tallman says, next year when you drive through, you'll probably see subdivisions being built. LOL.
Right.
You might be right.
Well, it's funny that we saw this water twice now, and it's from heavy rain. So this area just typically doesn't get that kind of weather.
And climate change, I guess.
Yeah, the weather patterns are definitely changing.
Yeah, seem to be.
Yeah, the views now are really going to start to get really cool
Yes.
because we're going to be going through a lot of stuff like this.
Yeah, beautiful views, guys. Beautiful views. Macrina says mile marker 322. All right, so as soon as we get into Arizona, we'll see what we're at, and then we'll know how far it is. But yeah, I love Texas Canyon, you guys. I really want y'all to see it. Here's another train.
One.
One. Yeah, there's another one that's parked behind it. So there are actually two trains, but one's moving, one's still.
There's been a lot of rail activity today.
Yeah.
One. Ocean Network Express. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost actually at the border, aren't we?
We are. Looking for a mile marker here. I know it's coming up. Rest area is 5 miles.
We're gonna need some gas.
Oh, how far?
Maximum 150 miles.
So I need to go looking for
No,
gas now.
in a little bit.
Oh, a little bit, okay. I wanted to see if I can get a picture of the Welcome to Arizona sign for the Facebook group. Okay, so 2 miles. We are 2 miles from Arizona. Macrina says rest area 320. So the rest area is
Yeah, because there's a place for you to pull off. I can't pull off there with the RV. There's not enough space for that. I don't believe. It's a small area.
Alright, I'm going to turn off comments for a few minutes, guys, because I do want to get a picture of the Arizona sign from Facebook page. And then I'll be right back with that.
We can post a picture later. Just get it now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
planning on doing.
Perfect.
I just want to snap it now. To Arizona.
Oh, no, come back here.
Not to lose your phone.
GPS, yeah. And not that I need it. Well, I'm wearing like the gym shorts, so it's kind of slick.
Right.
And I haven't had the phone cases on here for forever
Right.
because we've been doing so many cruises and putting them in the gimbals. There's the sign.
Yep, I see it.
Hey, they have changed it. Or is the other one still there? They had their like bicentennial sign or whatever it was.
Well, the bicentennial sign's all over. Of course, you know, there's like this big shrub right in front of it.
Oh, you'll get it right after it. Boom.
Right. Ooh. Hello, big bumps right off the
I know.
bat.
Welcome to Arizona. Boom, 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 boom,
Thanks,
boom.
Arizona. Appreciate that. Not. Alright, let's see.
It's funny, you can see the difference in the roads. That's one thing we find interesting going from state to state, is how they care for their roads.
Oh, oh, oh. Alright, so let's see. Macrina said that's okay. All of Facebook group is here. Very true.
All right, so we need a mile marker.
Yes, we need a mile marker.
$3.90, so we're about 72 miles.
Okay, so
Because she said 322, right?
yes, 322. So yeah,
68 miles.
68. That's a popular number for us. 68 nights to get to Diamond and Carnival.
Right?
So yeah, a little over an hour, and we'll be in Texas Canyon. Oof. Come on, Arizona. Sheesh. That's enough for the bumps.
We're just starting.
I know. Macrina says she saw it live. Yes. She says we have the tradition to beep our horn when we cross borders. Ah, that's cool. Nice. That's an interesting tradition.
Yeah. As many borders as we've crossed recently, I'd blow up my horn.
I know, right? We'd be sounding like the Venezia horn after all that fog. That's a cool idea, though.
instantly the lack of saguaro cactuses.
Yeah.
Used to see them like immediately.
Almost as soon as you cross the border,
Yeah.
you would see the saguaros, but yeah, there's none to be found right here.
It's one of the reasons why we became so intrigued with them was, well, there's a dead one.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's a
Yep.
wood post. That's what they look like when they're dead, though.
They do. They just look like a spine.
Oh yeah, there's the Centennial.
Yes. And they had those all over Arizona.
Anyway, that's why we became so intrigued with them. Was like, now wait a minute, we just crossed the border, and it's right there. Why isn't it on the other side? It's like an Arizona thing or something. I don't know. So we started looking into it.
Macrina says, like the Venezia.
A little bit hazy.
It is hazy, isn't it? It's got to be all that steam. All that moisture in the air. We're not used to seeing that. When we get a little bit further into Arizona, there's this little mountain that the saguaros were everywhere on it. And last year we came through and all the saguaros, they were gone. We were shocked.
Yeah, even though this is flat, we're actually up in elevation.
Yeah,
Forget exactly what it is,
it's
but
like 3,500 feet.
here,
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't know. We can look it up real fast.
All right, I'll look it up. Let's see where we are. At 3,814 feet. Yes, we're 3,800-ish feet in elevation right now.
Thus the ears popping.
Exactly. Oh, look off to the left, all of the orchard trees. I don't remember that.
Well, they didn't grow overnight, so they
No,
were there. We
didn't
just don't
grow
remember.
Overnight, but I just don't remember them.
Yep.
I remember them from New Mexico, but not from Arizona. I seriously don't remember all of those trees.
Well, a lot of times we come through here too. It's night,
That's true.
So-
That's a very good
so it's
point.
been some years since we've been during the day, which is probably why you don't remember.
That's very true.
But yeah, those are mature trees. They've been here for years.
Yes, I agree. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Taking great care of them. Arizona.
Fix your stuff.
No, fix your roads. Sheesh.
AC on. We had turned it off last night because it was comfortable. It was cool.
Right.
Didn't need to have it on. And man, why is it so warm? I know the temperature's rising a little bit, but man.
Yeah, that definitely feels better.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, way better. Good call on the AC.
Thank you. Well, of course, I'm getting some of the sun. You're in the shade.
Oh,
So
that's
it's a little
true.
warmer over here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's actually water in the little bed. I'm still in awe at that. The way that the standing water out there had the effect of picking up the blue colors. That was just gorgeous. That looks like a nice new bucket on that.
Right? The whole thing is probably new.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that one hurts.
Oh.
That hurt.
Jeez, we got air again.
Yeah.
Good God. Man. Sue the state for new tires.
Right?
Y'all can see it in the picture.
Oh, without a doubt.
In the
you can
video.
See it in the video. That one just hurt.
Whew. What's that place in Arizona we went to a few years ago on our day off?
Oh,
The old
Donkeys?
town, yeah, with the donkeys, the burros.
yeah, the Boomers. Give me a minute, I'll think of it.
I don't remember. Did we tell them all about that?
I feel like we did, but I mean, it's been a while and I can't think of the name of it. Hang on. What was the name of it? It was named after a lady. What is that? What's it called?
It's like an old old mining town.
Yeah.
And one day it just got abandoned. And they let all their burros go. They just let them go. Well, that's all they knew, so they're still there. Generations of them now. And so they all have names. They're all friendly. They come right up to you. You know, in the town itself, generally, looks like it did, you know, a couple hundred years ago. Obviously, there's been a few upgrades, but generally speaking, real neat place to go spend, you know, an afternoon. There's a place to get food and ice cream, but they do some simulated gun battles and stuff out on the street. Yeah, I can't for the life of me think of it.
I can't either.
We may have to bring that to you on another day
We might have to.
after we've gotten some sleep and rested the brain cells.
Right.
I can't think of anything other than getting there, setting up, and sleeping. Yeah, a little bit of lunch. I wonder if I can ask Uncle Google.
Gosh, it's like right there on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't think of it.
What is the name of the abandoned mining town with all the burros in Arizona? That didn't work. What is the name of the abandoned mining town in Arizona with all the burros? Or the donkeys? Yeah. Oatman.
Oatman, that's it. Yeah. That was a fun day.
Yep.
Yes, if anybody's ever around the
Tucson,
area,
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah. And you want a nice little day trip,
Go to Oatman.
go to Oatman. It was a lot of fun. All of the little stores they have, you know, the food that you can purchase real cheap to feed the burros and take pictures with them. It's a really cool town.
Tom, if you're still with us, you said you were from the Phoenix area, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, he said he's from Phoenix.
Have you ever gone up to Oatman?
Marina said Oatman.
I beat you to it.
Yes.
Nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
Well, you know, they're on a delay, so you gotta give her credit because she didn't know.
It's all right.
She didn't even posted it or said it.
I still beat her to it.
Yeah, you did. And it's still all the trees.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we had one of the girls on. I swear that he would have climbed in the truck if we would open the door.
Yeah.
He was so friendly. He was like, just pet me. Feed me and pet me.
We brought carrots to give them, but
They say
Up-
not to do that.
up in the city, they tell you not. But they start coming up to you when you're driving up to the city.
Yeah. So we didn't know. We had already
Giving them some
bought
carrots,
so
yeah.
given them some before we got up there. We were told not to do that.
So they have some food you can buy to give them. don't see what's wrong with the carrots, but whatever.
Katrina says, and buffering, ha ha ha. I'll push your buttons. Oh yeah, I see the buffering too.
Hey, we've got nothing to do with the buffering. That has nothing to do with us. You can't blame us for none of that.
And it has nothing to do with pushing buttons.
No. Careful, I'll blow that horn at you.
Oh. Mama Tommy said online check-in October 25th. Just checked. So I was wrong the first time. October 25th is our online check-in.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks away. And I think, again, from a status thing, if you're platinum or diamond, you can check in a couple days prior. That's ultimately how you end up with priority boarding, because you get to pick the time slots 2 days before everybody else does.
Yeah, I'm still frozen, so do we have any buffering going on that you can tell, or is it paused, or hang on, bumps, 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 bumps. Oof.
Thank you.
Oh, I have the stop and start going on, so I guess we're not completely frozen.
Oh, you know what it is?
What is it?
It's the camera overheating.
Oh. Okay. So we're still online, we just don't have video, is that it?
Let me unplug it. I mean, it's not running on the screen, but we're connected, and I'm trying to see if the clock is ticking. Give me a second, everybody. That's why I want to get the stand so it's in front of me. Still ticking. So the reason why you're not seeing it is the camera's overheating.
Alright, so I'm typing in when we unplugged the camera, it was running hot and needed to cool down. But we can still text. Or, yeah, right?
Yes.
Text.
Yeah, we've had this problem before out here. when we were just streaming to YouTube live from the phone. The phone overheats sitting up in the dashboard, if you will.
The sun beat down on it.
Yeah. So if this is a method that we'll continue doing, we'll figure out an augmentation.
That's what Robert does.
I mean, I suppose it could be an upload thing, but I still see the camera facing forward. I've taken the camera down, put it on my lap in the shade here,
Yeah, it's
trying to cool it down.
we're still picking up from buffering from what it had previously recorded, so it's like a stop and go, stop and go.
Are you guys still getting audio? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Karina says, have no fear, I will remind everyone about online check-in. But she hasn't responded if she can hear us.
Okay.
Mom says, yep, I hear you.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
just the video that's frozen.
Okay. So I suspect that when the camera pulls down a little bit, it'll pop back in.
Yeah, we also, when the camera's plugged in, it's charging, and the charging also heats up the camera. So I've disconnected it from charging. And so we should, I don't know where we are in the video. On the screen, I can see it. It's stuttering, but it's moving again. Golly, what is it with the stinking phone calls? Spam, 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 spam.
Bumps. Oh,
Spam, bumps, bumps, spam, spam, bumps. More nut trees.
Lots of nut trees. Both sides of the road. Karina says, I hear you. Woohoo. We just got to get that camera cooled off so it'll pop back in.
I know, because we're 40 miles from Texas Canyon.
It'll be cooled off by then.
I just pulled it down and stuck it in front of the AC.
There you go. That's thinking. Glad at least they can hear us and they know that we're here. Gotta get that thing cooled down.
Worst case scenario, we can go to 9. Yeah, it's definitely cool now.
Okay, beautiful.
gone.
So how do we get it back? Do we have to go to 9?
I don't know. Oh, there we go. What's that say?
Oh, disconnect?
No.
I don't want to disconnect. Connecting. This says connecting. We're working on it, guys. We are working on it. Okay, there we go. So,
But it's charging when it's doing that.
is it charging?
I'll disconnect it again now that it's connected.